Before we get started, I want to make sure you actually check the video description below. I put some goodies in there for you. So if you go to harlequin.com, which I don't know why you wouldn't buy your books directly from there. They have specials all the time. They have great deals going on. And yes, they do have free shipping if you spend $30, which, let's be real, when was the last time you bought just one romance book? You are going to get 25% off for the whole month of February using my discount code below when you check out on harlequin.com. All of the Harlequin books that I'm mentioning today are on sale for just $1.99 from February 6th through February 15th. All that information is below for you, so make sure to go to harlequin.com and use those discount codes. Welcome to February, also known as the month for love, passion, romance, Cupid, and of course, Valentine's Day. So if you are a romance book lover like I am, you're probably thinking February is like a national holiday month for romance book lovers everywhere. And I want to make sure I celebrate it right. So I have 7 suggestions for you on how to do that this month, as well as 7 reading suggestions that I think you should definitely go check out. So if you're new here, I'm Lissa London and I write romance novels and I talk about romance books all the time. So let's get into that list. So the first thing is you could have a nice relaxing bubble bath and read your favorite book. The second is you could host a singles only party, kind of like a Valentine's Day party, and give everybody a copy of your favorite romance book that you've been either that you love or one that you've been dying to read, which leads to number 3. You could do a follow-up invite for all of your girlfriends and have a book club chat about said romance book, and no one can say they can't afford it or they can't find the book because you gave it to them as a present for Valentine's Day. The fourth thing is you can go ahead and start a book journal of all of your favorite romance books, maybe the ones that you want to reread and things that you loved about them or your favorite quotes. The fifth thing is you can go ahead and go to a bookstore, and I know this is crazy, but ask somebody in real life what they would recommend. That is literally what people at bookstores are waiting and dying to do. They work at bookstores because they love books as well. Tell them what you're interested in, what you've read before, and they will browse the aisles and find a good recommendation for you. Number 6 is delete all social media for the day and just read a book. Just have an all-day readathon. I know a lot of people are like, have an all-day Netflix-thon. Well, some of us love books, so we want to read books all day. I wouldn't say do the 24-hour readathon. I've seen those. Then it becomes not so fun, but I think an all-day readathon, and you can end whenever you want, could be super fun. Number 7 is try out a coffee shop in a new neighborhood and bring along your favorite books. So which books should you bring? I will give you a list of 7 suggestions. First 2 are baby romances. Now, the first one is Hometime Valentine by Lissa Manley. Now, this is number 6 in the Moonlight Cove series, and don't worry, you don't have to read the others. This is a standalone, but you might want to. It's from the Love Inspired line, and they're all by Lissa Manley. So if you like this book, you might want to go back to the others. There was a baby one, there's some puppy ones, so they're all super cute, and they all happen in Moonlight Cove. So in this one, Lily has superstar dreams to go to LA and make it big, but she needs money before she can go, so she becomes a nanny for Blake, and, well, not Blake's not the baby, Blake is the father, and Peyton is the baby, and she ends up thinking maybe she doesn't want to move after all. The next one is The Outlaw's Claim by Brenda Jackson, and I'm pretty sure I haven't read a Brenda Jackson novel that I didn't love. So this is number 5 of 6 in the Westmoreland Legacy. So, and they're all by Brenda Jackson, and this is the Harlequin Desire line, so we get a little steamier in here. In fact, Maverick and Fire have a one-night stand, and she's thinking no strings attached until she becomes pregnant, and oh, by the way, she's going to possibly marry somebody else because that's what her dad wants. But Maverick is thinking, I don't really want that to happen because it's my baby and I would like to be more than friends. Switching gears a little, we are going into a Harlequin heartwarming series, which is a sweet romance novel. And this one is Valentine's Proposal by Kim Findlay. Now, this one has all of the elements that I love about romance books. There is a small town, there's a wedding planner, there's a veterinarian, and there's a fake romance trope. Like, what more could you ask for? So Mariah is a wedding planner and she really wants to save her small hometown. And she's decided she will do that by making it a destination wedding venue site. So this way, people from all over will fly in, stay there, and spend money. Now, she does need a wedding. She doesn't have one. So she ropes in Nelson, who is a veterinarian who doesn't like weddings at all, to be her fake fiance so she can start planning a wedding to put on for display. And when you have a fake romance, you have fun rom-com shenanigans written all over it. And because I love fake romance tropes so much, I have another one for you. So this one is The Ring the Spaniard Gave Her by Lynne Graham. So Susie is in a marriage, or she's about to get married and she doesn't want to, but luckily Rue Valiente comes to the rescue. I know. Could that name say Valentine's Day anymore? So Rue Valiente is a guy who has zero desire to get coupled up with anyone, and he has a wedding coming up, not his own, someone in his family, and he knows that his whole family is going to be bothering him, trying to set him up, nagging him about getting a girlfriend. So he decides, since he already did the favor for Susie, maybe she could do a favor for him and pretend to be his fake fiance for the wedding. And number 5 is another fake romance. Well, kind of, sort of. It's more like a second chance romance. It's If You Love Something by Jayce Ellis. And Deshawn thought he divorced Malik, but the divorce actually did not go through. And Malik actually needs his help now because Deshawn's grandmother willed half her estate to Malik. And he really wants it, but the uncle is contesting it because he thinks they're divorced. But since they're legally not divorced, they're going to pretend like they are still together. And while they pretend like they're still together, there might be a second chance romance in here. The next one is A Valentine for Christmas by Reese Ryan, and this one is another fake romance. I know, are you seeing a theme here? Basically, if you have a fake romance trope in your book, I'm going to read it. So this one also has a little bit of a twist. So it's about a town called Valentine Vineyards, and the woman in here is named Chandra Valentine. I know, it's so cute. It makes me wish my last name was Valentine. So she is an older woman dating a younger man. I know, thank you, finally. I feel like they're always like older. It's like just expected. So I really like that they have switched things up in this book. So he is like a knight in shining armor and comes and saves her. And she obviously feels like she owes him. She agrees to pose as his girlfriend for Christmas, and he happens to be a very handsome doctor. The last one is Hot Copy by Ruby Barrett, and this is an office workplace romance with a lot of steam. So if you're looking for a contemporary steamy romance, this is the one that you're looking for. So Corinne is top boss at her office, which I feel like is a nice change of pace because she gets together with Leslie, who she has designated into an assistant role. Now, they are back and forth. They should, they shouldn't, should they not, will it get in the way of work? So we have a lot of that going on, as well as the fact that she is in a position of power. So very excited to finish this book. I did start some of it, haven't finished it yet. So that's a wrap of the 7 books that I would recommend to help you celebrate your love of romance books during the most romantic month of the year, which is February, or possibly you having plans for Valentine's Day. So if you're wondering what I'm doing for Valentine's Day, this is actually the first Valentine's Day in 7 years that I have been single. And I am planning to go to a bookstore. I'm going to ask them what they recommend for a fun, steamy rom-com. And then I'm going to take said rom-com and I'm going to check out a new coffee shop that just opened up over in another neighborhood that I've been trying to go and see. And I am going to take my book and enjoy a latte and sip and read it there. So I hope you are having a fabulous month and you got some good book tips from today, and I will talk to everyone later. Bye.